want to take you back in time, at least for me, maybe 2 years ago, when I first came in and I was approached by the then SGA president and a number of other students who said, Dr. Crew, we don't understand why we don't have certain things on this campus. Like what, I asked. Well, we don't have a real lounge. We don't have a real workout facility. We don't have an opportunity for our students to get or to have access to the technology of the day. And I was so taken aback by this that it actually had a moment, it gave me a moment of anger. I kept thinking, why are we even talking about this in this time frame? Like, why should they be asking me about this? It'd be almost like asking for air. And we set aside a fair amount of time to talk about, with Eddie actually, and with a number of other people, about where are the gaps in this college and how do we lead at a time when part of the leadership requirement is to close these gaps. And one of those gaps has been in the area of facilities. And these students bravely and rightly pointed that out. And so my thank you is to the students, first of all, because they actually have endured this for so long and have been so patient and have been so willing to lead through these many, many months of conversation about it. I really do thank you for taking this so seriously and beginning to kind of, you give me credit for it, but really the credit goes to people who know how to look at a facility like this and do something with it. I can look at it and get mad. You look at it and make mad turn into something for joy. So I want to thank you. I want to thank the IT and the communications folks. Because much of this is a labor of people getting the technology right and the sounding of the clarion bell about the value of something like this. I don't think you'll have to sound it too loudly, to be perfectly honest with you. I think our students actually, both know and will see this as a real asset in their day. Lastly, there are a number of conversations going on around the country, and I think they are the right conversations for us to be having about issues of justice. And whenever people talk about that concept, it can have one of two effects. Either it creates in a person a sense of understanding about their own individual, I can make this different for a person. And it creates a deepening sense of their own commitment to doing just that. Or it creates, on the other hand, this sort of more macro, generalized, well, that was those people and that's their issue and I'm not in that world and that really doesn't affect me. What I'm so appreciative about this day and about this opening is that this is really about all of us in this college saying, no, we can make a difference. Individually, we can make a difference. Everybody in this room here and those not here can make a difference in people's lives. And that's what people came here to do. So I will never stop connecting these dots. This room is about justice for people who need to have access to technology such that their world will be as informed and as rich and as opportunistic as anybody else who goes to CUNY or any other university or any other college in the United States. This is about our young people being able to do the kinds of experiences, to have the kind of value proposition, if you will, that comes with going to a 4-year credible institution of higher learning. And I want that for you young people, even if in fact there are days in which I sometimes wonder, do you want it for you? And that may be an inside the beltway kind of conversation, but it would be what we say when we're honest about what it takes to being able to get over this hump. So this is as much connected to the issues of Ferguson, if you will, or the issues of justice writ large in our nation. And we should never forget that this opening, while it is symbolic and joyful for now, is really an opportunity for us to keep asking, how do we plug other gaps? How do we stand in these places where the experiences, the opportunities, the richness of learning is now available because of something that Wally Ford is doing in the public administration school, or something that the provost and his staff are about to beginning to build off in new degree programs, or things that are happening in the barber shop that Dr. Waterman is in the process of putting together, or things that will happen out of assessment. Every one of these things is a function of you putting your shoulder to the wheel of justice, and for God's sakes, I thank you for it.